What's up, Dub Nation? Hello, YouTubers. This is Poor Man's Commish, your Warriors credentialed insider. And I just got to tell you guys about Stephen Curry and his golf exploits, in particular, the annual American Century Championship at Edgewood, Tahoe, in South Lake Tahoe, California. And this is just one of the unsung events that will give you a really awesome Steph Curry experience, in my opinion. So first of all, you have some famous golf names such as Annika Sorenstam. She is a former pro golfer on the women's circuit. And then mostly it's former athletes and other celebrities. The best golfers tend to always be like Jack Wagner, the soap opera star from yesteryear, John Smoltz, Tony Romo, Vinny Del Negro, formerly of the San Antonio Spurs, Jerry Rice. And so you get a pretty good mix. And then there's also current athletes, not just Steph, but Robbie Gould of the Niners, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. So it's just really a fun experience, even if you're primarily going for Steph. LetsGoWarriors is there now pretty much every year from here on out, as long as there is a Warrior in the field. And this year, Steph sort of confirmed late that he would be playing. He first made his decision on Team USA, which we have a video on. I'll link that in the description and the comments. But also, I was told that he'd made his decision kind of a couple months ago on Team USA. As far as making the decision on playing golf and getting that announced by the tournament just a week before, that one I haven't figured out yet. Maybe he wanted his brother to play really badly, which by now hopefully you've heard that Seth Curry of the Sixers decided to join, and so it was 3 Currys at this event, and naturally the event coordinators had them all paired together on the first round on the morning of Friday, July 9th. All starting at the interesting time of 11:11 a.m. Let me just focus this video more so on the experience rather than just what happened at the tournament in terms of the scores and things like that. For that, you can check our videos, but then you also kind of have to keep an eye on the website of American Century Championship to kind of know who did what and how they played and how the scoring goes. I'm not going to really cover that in this video, so I'm going to mostly just cover what it's like to be a fan there. And I have some really cool video of interactions with fans, and that's really the most fun part of this whole thing. So tickets are like $30 a day. Basically, they're affordable. But the problem is you probably have to wait in line to get in unless you go really early. And usually the first tee off is before 8 a.m. So like 7:50 a.m. or something like that. So you can go quite early and things will have started. But also you can just walk the course. I guess you could bring a lawn chair like a lot of people do. But to be honest, it's so sunny this time of year in South Lake Tahoe that you could just find a patch of shade under a tree and just sit your derriere down and relax, maybe even lie down a little bit. You can see that the line here is pretty long. It takes about an hour to get through that if you kind of arrive in the late morning. This is a shot from Friday morning, which is round 1. So they play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Once you get in, you can just pretty much go to whichever hole you want. It's a course that I've been told by fellow media members who have played the course that it is just very, very difficult. Naturally, there are hills, there are various places to walk up and down. So once you reach hole 17, it gets really fun because that entire area around holes 16, 17, 18 is just so special. It's like perfect for a tournament. At 17, you have the beach next to the lake and people, drive up with their boats and they're cheering and there's always music going on. And that's where they have a hoop, and they always give a football because, there's a lot of NBA and former NBA players as well as NFL Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes will throw a ball into the crowd. So it's a lot of fun. It's by far the most entertaining hole on the entire course, and it's just really a party atmosphere. Now, one thing they've added sort of in the lawn area, I guess, for lack of a better word, where the fans can walk around, not the beach, but the other side, they've added some hoops over there. And so one kind of new added feature is that Steph can take a few shots from the walkway between the 17th hole and the 18th hole, and that's what he did this one time. I don't recall this happening the last 3 years. Obviously, last year, 2020, was the pandemic, so they didn't have any fans, so that was kind of a weird one, where it was only for TV, so obviously he didn't do that. But in the years past, I've been covering this since 2018, so we've been there 2018, 19, and then the pandemic was 2020, and then we're here again this past weekend. I'm going to go ahead and splice in the footage we have from the live stream right now so you can see everything happening.
Hey, try the volleyball! Hey, Steph, right here! He's getting into it,
And as you can see, there's your opportunity to give Steph a high five. Now, before this, there are all sorts of different fan interactions. So let's begin with the times when Steph gives kids autographs and autographed golf balls and things like that, autographed caps or whatever. So he will do this on occasion. He won't do this all the time, but he will for the little kids most of the time. And that's certainly, better than nothing, but your odds here, in my opinion, are higher than at Chase Center. The other cool thing that happens all the time is people just cheering for Steph. And not only that, but also marveling at his game. You can hear a fan here just be totally impressed by the fact that Steph hit an iron off the tee instead of a driver. I'm jumping around here, but one of the cool things is to be present there at the first tee, because when they announce the players, they give a little background, and it's always fun to hear Steph's. Obviously it's like 3-time champion and then blah, 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 but it's kind of fun to hear what the tournament announcers have in store for Steph. There's also the obligatory Dub Nation references, which Steph certainly responds to.
Dub Nation! Best shooter alive. What's happening?
Hey, yes, sir. Dub Nation, we out here.
Now, I want to point out a couple instances where we have silly things that fans do. Now, this is a deep cut where the fans are waiting to cheer for Steph's usual caddy, Bryant Barr, the CEO of SC30 Inc., which is Steph's corporation, his official corporation that handles his businesses. But he wasn't there. I don't know why. And I've asked Bryant if he got Wally pipped, because this year it was Jason Richards, his other teammate from Davidson, being his caddy. So we have some fans who are not only fans of Steph, but fans of Bryant Barr, a.k.a. the White Lobster.
R.I.P. White Lobster.
Man, we miss you, White Lobster,
bro.
Jesus.
Come on, man.
Make this tournament what it is. We miss you, Bryant. Come back next year.
So the White Lobster, I happened to get a hold of him, and he told me that no, he has not been Wally pipped. So we're just going to have to see what happens next time around. You'll remember him as the guy who also jumped in to the lake when Steph had lost the bet to his dad in years past. And I actually recalled that moment with the TV announcer, and I thought the TV announcer had said at the time that his name was Ramon.
And his caddy.
Yes. Steph and his good friend Romo, his caddy. Steph and his good friend Romo.
But really, he was saying a friend from back home, and I thought he said Ramon. But the funny joke about that is Steph changed Bryant's name in his phone to Ramon. So I had a little part in that, believe it or not. By the way, I should mention that there are so many of these moments, which is totally worth the price of admission. There are so many little moments that happen, whether it's Steph doing a shimmy after a birdie. You're never going to see every single moment. So you're going to see some, you're going to miss some. And that's why you kind of go, is because you're going to see the ones you see in person. And those are extra special. Now, before I talk about the last really fun fan interaction, there was one moment where I was just kind of sitting there and Steph happened to come up next to me to survey his next putt. And, you know, I'm sort of by the crowd. I'm not allowed to go more than a couple yards beyond the rope where the fans are cut off. But he came by, just so happened, and said, "What's up?" And I got the opportunity at that moment because we'd all been wondering, we meaning Dub Nation, remember the shot in the dark that was against the New Orleans Pelicans in New Orleans? We never found out if that shot in the dark, in other words, the lights went out in the arena right at that moment that he shot the ball. There was some talk on Twitter that they looked at the trajectory and they believed that he actually made the shot. And then there was a little complaint by Steph. So a lot of us were wondering. And I finally popped that question to him. I always try to save one burning question for him just in case I bump into him, whether it's here at the tournament in Tahoe or some arena or maybe in the locker room if we ever get access to the Chase Center locker room again. And he just told me that actually he missed and the shot went in and out. And the whole reason why he took the shot was because if it had gone in, then he would have complained to try and get those 3 points for the Warriors. So I'm glad we got that out of the way. Now we know. On the 17th hole, somebody managed to go inside the rope. I guess, you know, the security wasn't there. And ABC7 News Bay Area, Chris Alvarez and Larry Beal and Kerry Keating actually had the story first of Taylor Pena here showing Steph a mini hoop and giving Steph the opportunity to slam dunk on it. I saw this happening from the other side. Media isn't allowed on the beach side other than the network that's carrying the tournament, which would be NBC Golf Channel. And so I didn't even see the close-up of this. So there's, again, a lot of moments that happen that you're not going to see every single one, but the ones you do see in front of you, those are extra special because they're happening right in front of you. At the 18th hole, when he's done, he has to go over to the tent and sign the scorecard and do all of that. Well, there's a little area by the trees where there are fans that can kind of hang out and, you know, walk from 18th over there to the official scorer's tent. And that's actually, by the way, one great place to get his autograph because chances are he's going to sign for you, at least for a few people. And that's your opportunity right there. You're probably the best opportunity on the entire course, in my opinion. So little nugget there for you as you watch Steph actually do this. Damian Lee was there, so sometimes there is another celebrity or athlete that's hanging out with Steph. And Seth Curry was one of those. Also Dell Curry at some point joined the entourage that was with Steph. And so there you have it. That's sort of my fan interaction video at Edgewood, Tahoe with Steph Curry. I kind of rambled a bit, so I apologize for that, but that's my report for this weekend and my encouragement to you, Dub Nation, to go out and check this tournament out. This is one of the best, if not the best, venues to try and get Steph's autograph, to just interact with Steph. So definitely go check this out at some point in your lifetimes. The lodging out in Tahoe around this time is very expensive, so book your lodging early. So thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing once again. Also, remember, to check out our Discord, because we have so much other information on there, so many visuals and videos and clips. Again, it's only $1 a month now for a limited time until I finally decide to turn on subscriptions on our website. Take care, guys, and we will talk soon, and we'll start to talk more about the draft. Let's go, Warriors!